Todd with the Reason Files. Last year, the Reason Files reported that Steven Anderson was involved in several situations where the legality of the situation was in question. Now we see, once again, Anderson is violating the law. This time he violated Arizona Revised Statute 13-3620, which states, any member of clergy who reasonably believes that a minor is or has been the victim of injury, abuse, or child abuse, or neglect shall immediately report or cause a report to be made. As a member of clergy, Steven Anderson is by law a mandated reporter. When Anderson admitted in the private parents' chat that he knew the boy who was allegedly in a romantic relationship with a minor child was actually a 21-year-old man, but decided to do nothing about it because the man was not a member of his church, even though the minor child was, Anderson violated the law. When Anderson freely stated during his infamous Wednesday night secret message that he personally witnessed a toddler wandering around alone in a park without supervision and decided to just walk on by because he was worried that helping a defenseless baby might make him look bad. When he did this, he violated the law. This is just unbelievable that a grown man who claims to be a Christian, who holds the position of pastor, who just let a baby wander around a public park alone and unattended is reprehensible. Should I help the baby? Anderson asked. But how would that make me look? What might I be accused of? He says. So to make sure he doesn't look bad, he leaves the baby to fend for himself.
And I'm out there walking, and I'm walking the park, and you know what I frequently have seen their toddler playing at the park, and I'm looking like, is there a parent here? Is there a sibling here? Is anybody here? It's just this tiny little kid playing at the park. And I'm like I'm in this dilemma, like, what do I do here? Do I take this kid back to their house? I don't want to, that's not my place. I don't want to do that, And what are they going to accuse me of then? It's just like, I'm just thinking, like, do I go all the way around and knock on their door and say, hey, you kid, and you know what? Finally, I just thought to myself, well, you know what? This is just another day at the office for this kid, so you know what? It's not my kid, it's not my problem. Because these kids are so unsupervised all the time, you know what? This one time isn't going to make a difference. And I just walked away. Sorry.
What if that baby wandered into traffic or was struck and killed by a car? What if the baby was abducted by child traffickers? What if the baby was assaulted by a pedophile? Steven Anderson was clearly not concerned about any of this. He was only concerned that helping to keep the baby safe might make him look bad, or that he might be accused of something. Steven Anderson was more concerned about his image than he was about that baby's life. This attitude of Steven Anderson regarding children not only places his malignant narcissism on full display, but proves beyond any doubt that he is not a child of God. He is not a follower of Jesus Christ, because only a reprobate would allow a child to be harmed just to maintain a good image of himself in the eyes of others. If Steven Anderson will not admit that he is not qualified to hold the position of pastor and step down voluntarily, then he should be removed from Faithful Word Baptist Church. Any member of Faithful Word Baptist Church who approves of Anderson's shameful, self-serving, narcissistic behavior or defends or excuses his behavior falls under the condemnation of Romans 1:32, who, knowing the judgment of God, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only to do the same, but to have pleasure in them that do them. When you approve of another person's sins, you're guilty of that same sin. Reason files out.